This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks. I'm Damon Bruce. It's Tuesday Hoops, and it's next. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Sacramento Kings. Now our broadcast swings to Sacramento, where Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr have the call.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the Timberwolves, Rubio and Martin manning the backcourt. And at the pivot, a bruising and physical 6'11", 290-pound center. A battering ram in Pekovic. Then there's Buddington, and it's Love in at the 4 slot. And for Sacramento, the guards, Vasquez and McLemore, and the big fella inside out of the University of Kentucky, the unbelievably gifted and powerful pivot man, DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Mbah a Moute, and it's Thompson in at the 4.
A lot was made about the Kings in their home last year, but it wasn't about how well are they playing at home. It was about where is their home going to be next season. The Kings are staying in Sacramento, but they played like it might be their last hurrah.
Rubio outside. Budinger fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Budinger's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Timberwolves. Cousins against Pekovic. Pass to Vasquez. 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Budinger with it. Now defended by McLemore. Rubio dishes to Martin. A three-pointer off the mark. And you go back to the Kings at home last year, 20-21 record, and it was easy to see just how much tougher a team they were in this building. You know, Steve, they really looked like a team that could compete with anyone at any time.
So this community really rallied behind the franchise, and there was a lot of worry that maybe this was the farewell tour for the Kings fans and the players. And they played their hearts out last year. You got to give them a lot of credit for really fighting, particularly down the stretch when things looked grim.
Here's Budinger. Offline with his 3. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Vasquez passes to Cousins. The feed now to Vasquez. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Goes up to the stripe. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
That's right. And don't forget about his great outlet passing. It's a lost art in this day and age, but I love the way he gets breaks started by getting the ball out ahead of the pack.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Vasquez gets a screen from Landry. And here's Thornton outside. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And Turioff backs down. Covered by Hayes. Knocked away. Kicks to Selmans. The pass to Lawrence. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Corey Brewer's checked in for Chase Budinger. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Berea kicks to Williams. Dishes it to Turioff. Feeds it to Shved. And the three ball is good. Shved's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here is Thomas. 1 second left. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting for Sacramento, Isaiah.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And you got to mention his free throw shooting from last season, an outstanding 88%.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Kings lead by 6. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intention and purpose. You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that. You know, the Wolves were just decimated by injuries last year, and it really put a snag in their season from the start, with Rubio still recovering from his ACL tear and Kevin Love missing a lot of time with his hand fracture. They were missing 2 major building blocks.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, gentlemen. For the Sacramento Kings, a lot of rookies, and not just among the players. A new first-time majority owner, a new rookie GM, and Mike Malone, a first-time head coach. New blood taking over. But for all 3, extensive experience in assisting roles, whether assistant coach, assistant GM, or minority ownership. So guys, despite being new to the lead role, none of them lack for experience.
Thanks, Doris. We'll see how they do. And with the Wolves last year, Ricky Rubio came back and helped them turn things around a bit, but Kevin Love would end up playing very few games for him, Steve, and they never really got the chance that they once seemed to have.
Now, Love's injury, I think, just devastated this team, and Rubio, of course, coming off that ACL, he eventually made it back, but those are the key guys. I mean, Rubio and Love have to be the foundation of this club. They added a lot of three-point shooting in the offseason, so this should be a pretty well-rounded team, but it's up to the stars, Kevin.
Now, here's Rubio after the miss from Berea. Kicks it out to Love. Brewer pushes to Shved. Nice jump shot. Good. Shved's got 5 now. Kings leading now by 6.
And Alexei Shved out of Russia. Last season, a free agent signee by the Timberwolves, and not really a bad find either. His shot's still coming along, but he's shown potential as a big playmaking wing.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. He's got 5.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Love the pass to Shved. Rubio.
realistic and simplistic. Spirits visit how we live it. It's intrinsic, kismet-kisted. It's smeared like lipstick, colorful on our souls. A mouth full of gold or a drummer's roll. Stories get told about us. That's why things so blind without us. Wherever we are, you can feel the prowess. Whenever we move, yo, we turn the style up. I'ma just give black powers flowers, whether in the projects or the palace. Even when the pale horse tried to gallop, they stir it up. We kept the silence. We moved the silence. We moved the loudest. Ancestors in the news. They moved the wildest. They prayed about us. Praised and shouted. Picture this country being brave without us. A slave's nostalgia. Moved through the woods with vigor. When we got free, the world moved with us. Now they wanna change their bodies. Go figure. Used to call us. Now they wanna be niggas. We the rivers that move through the jungle, yo. When we move, we make the world wonderful.
The whole world following our back. When we move, the whole world following our back.
Welcome to NBA Basketball. I'm Damon Bruce. We've got you covered here on 2K Sports, a Thursday night broadcast of the NBA. It's going to be the Golden State Warriors up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that'll do it from the studio. Let's get you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports broadcast crew at the arena. I'll see you back here at halftime.
Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, checking out Michael Conley. What can we see here with him?
Plays kind of a pesky brand of defense, don't you think? He sticks to his man, has a great sense of where screens are coming from. It's tough to get around this guy. I mean, and it's an important skill to have to be an effective on-ball defender.
And the other most noticeable thing about him to me is his passing. I mean, he makes things so easy for his teammates. All they have to do is get to the right spot on the floor, and he'll get it to him.
Taking a look at Golden State, they're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated homestand.
You know, Kevin, on the heels of a strong homestand, I think that can be the perfect launching pad for a team going on the road with confidence to continue their good play.
Yeah, they need to do that. And, you know, you win that first one, Clark, and sometimes all of a sudden you can get rolling. But if you can start to build momentum on the road, that's when you know you've really got a good team. That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy. You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Back to Curry. The dish to White. There's the three. Gets it to go. White's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you've got to continue to go to the well.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
All right, thanks, Doris. I think it's the one thing we were talking about before the broadcast. The defense they're facing always seems to be in a lockdown mode.
Yeah, that's their identity, Kevin, and there's kind of an intimidation factor involved here. They gained their reputation as a defensive club for a reason. They're tough.
Yeah, they really are tough, and they also do a good job of making you uncomfortable and frustrating you a little bit. So you got to keep your poise when you're facing a team as good as this one is defensively.
The offensive rebound. No good from Gobert. Look at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And they did just what they set out to do in that game. They were definitely the ones dictating the pace and the style.
Yeah, I'm sure it was an upbeat locker room after the game because they really did look terrific.
And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from White. It's tipped. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Stafford. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
Conley into the lane. He passes to McDaniel. Here's Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Warriors leading by 3. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Williams has checked in. Randall passes to Edwards. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Conley. Curry with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Williams. Here's Hart. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season. And the Warriors making a change here. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Warriors leading by 7. Back to Curry. Changes up. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, Kevin, he's one of the great ball handlers in this league. Just watch what he's able to do with his dribble and how hard he makes it for his defender to stay with him.
And let's give him some more credit where more credit is due for his role as a team leader. I mean, he's somebody who brings out the best in his teammates whenever he's on the floor. Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already. He can't afford another one.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. So it's the Timberwolves now. They trail by 9 points. Edwards, that's good.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Daniels kicks to Curry. And the pass to Hart. He feeds it to White. Some nice passing by Golden State. Fires it up. And that one hits back iron. Passes it to Reed. Plenty of space. And yes, sir, that one drops. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Curry gets the screen from Daniels. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Wade's checked in. Williams, a screen on Wade. Pass to Hart. On the wing, Daniels. And a miss there on the triple. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
Yeah, that's the smart move there. That's how you want to end the quarter, but make sure you get a good solid possession here.
The Timberwolves have shot just one free throw earlier. 1-for-1 in the game.
And for the season, guys, they're about 73% from the line, so kind of a mediocre shooting club.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Bradley's checked in for Golden State.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards passes to Lee. No good with the layup. Kicks it to Temple. Beyond the arc. Can't hit. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Warriors lead by Sunday, February. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Yeah, and the fact that they're playing well, close to the hoop, finding points in the paint, I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
They've got Edwards, and it's Reed in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. The pass to Edwards. All sorts of time. And that one's good. He's got 10. Last outing for Golden State. They won that game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, and offensively, everything seemed to come together for them beautifully. It seemed like everything they tried worked.
And with a multifaceted approach like the one they had, it takes a sophisticated defense to stop it, which was not the case that day.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Timberwolves trailed by 5. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Looking at the Timberwolves, let's see where they rank in the NBA statistics right now. 6th in rebounding, 7th in steals, and they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good, not too bad.
And the rebounding is really the key stat that I'm looking at right there with all those numbers you talked about, Clark. Yeah, this is a team that really tries to be physical, and when they're able to secure boards, that... Oh, my goodness! What a huge play!
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now. And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley now comes in for Edwards. Here's Cappy, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff Race is shaping up out west. Taking a look at Golden State. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, Minnesota. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Right now for the Timberwolves, they've continued to sit in that middle tier of teams that might be able to make the playoffs, but don't have the talent to maybe make a deep run.
Well, it's still early to say exactly where they'll end up, but it does seem like they're still a number of pieces away from real contention.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Number 19. Great D that time from Santos.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Curry can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 6. Feeds it to Conley. Lets it go from deep. Timberwolves keep it alive. Knocked away. Curry with the steal. Ahead. Here's White. Misses the reverse.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
He kicks it to Conley. Knocks it loose. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's White. Nailed from three-point land. White's got his third bucket of the night.
Maybe that'll get him going here in the second quarter. He already knocked down 2 in the first.
And it's Conley penetrating. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And White with the block. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Well, traditionally, many of the great free throw shooters have come from the point guard ranks. Here are the ones leading the league this year. Number 1, Steph Curry.
He's the guy you want on the free throw line when it matters. Simple as that.
I think your point guard is your leader, and he sets a tremendous example at the foul line with his composure and consistency.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
And the Warriors making a change here.
Let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Steph Curry. Second in assists, third in scoring, and he's right there among the league's most efficient shooters, ranking in the top 3 in field goal percentage.
Yeah, and going back to that assist total for a second, he has a team-first mindset right now that you really just have to admire and respect. It's led to a lot of good looks for his team.
Conley kicks to Gobert. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Warriors leading by 5. White dishes to Williams. Outside Curry. White. And there's the feed to Williams. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Just 5 on the clock. Wadzinski. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Right side, Williams. Curry. And another three for Golden State.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Williams passes to Curry. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Golden State on D. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Here's Gobert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a moment now to check out who Minnesota has coming up. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Well, no doubt the Milwaukee fans want to see the Bucks take that game.
All free throws good from Gobert. 1:30 left in the first half. Curry kicks to White. Stolen. Curry with the steal. Outside Williams. Hart the pass to Curry. He passes it to Hart. White defended by McDaniel. And it's White missing. Timberwolves trailed by 11. Another shot. Blocked. Oh, trying for it. They get it back. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
The Warriors making a switch here. Outside Williams. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
I like how this team has been coming up big lately, Kevin. They seem to have a new dedication and energy to rebounding the ball, and it's paying off.
You know, as we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has improved. It's gotten more aggressive, more physical.
It sure seems like it has. They've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter.
Inside. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
To the paint. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Williams has got 5 points so far. Here is Edwards. 8 points his last outing. Out to Conley. Fires the 3. They get it back. Good.
Not enough defense there to throw him off his shot. Sometimes it takes more than one.
Now, presented by Sprint.
A close game at American Airlines Arena. The Heat battling against Chicago. Some good action there in the third, and we still got a close ball game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, and both free throws good for Curry.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Curry brings the double. Randall passes to Conley. It's Curry with the drive. Here's Hart. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 5.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
It's stolen by Curry. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Passes to Randall. Back to Conley. Pass to Randall. Defended by Hart. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. He dishes it to White. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Budzinski. Edwards defending. Back to White. Shot clock at 6. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Minnesota calls timeout.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Daniels, he's checked in for Golden State. And with this quick break in play, let's take a look now and select from a group of point guards that have been killing it from three-point range over the last 10 games. Third is Stephen Curry.
Well, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and shoot the three. A great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Yeah, I'd love to see a three-point shooting contest just amongst the point guards so we could watch these guys do work. I mean, I don't know which one of them I'd choose, but they're all pretty good.
White the pass to Hart. Curry. Covered by Conley. It's Curry with the drive. Minnesota with the rebound.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Edwards with it. 10 points for him. There's the pass to McDaniel. Shot to stop the run. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He has 6.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Dishes it to Conley. There's the triple, and that one's good. Conley's got 5 now.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Curry, pass it to Hart. Back to Curry. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Soft touch off the glass.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Here we can see, Kevin, where the Warriors rank in the NBA right now. First in scoring. First in assists. And they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
And the jam by Steph Curry.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark Power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Edwards. The Warriors pull it in.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Hart. The shot misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Curry dishes to Daniels. With the lead pass. Out to White. He feeds it to Daniels. Curry outside. Good work defensively by Conley.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Randall passes to Edwards. For Minnesota.
Well, you know, when they need a big three, he's the guy they look to. He's about as reliable a deep threat as you're going to find.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance.
Here's Stafford. The shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. Conley up top. He passes to Randall. Comes up empty down low.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And that one's good. Daniels.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Timberwolves trailed by 15, and the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
The Warriors making a switch here. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. The Warriors, #1.
You know what, Kevin, as a team, they've been getting great results offensively. I mean, they seem to always get the ball to the right guy at the right time in the right position.
1:06 left in the third quarter.
Second team foul.
1:05 left here in the third quarter. Conley into the lane. Passes it to McDaniel. To the inside. 5 on the clock.
Well, he tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one. Warriors leading by 14. Here's Temple, and another three for Golden State.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Rising high and punching it down. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. He's got so much confidence there.
Defensive foul.
The Timberwolves have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Edwards. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Caruso. There's the dish to Temple. Golden State moving the ball around. Outside Williams. It's stolen by Gobert.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hang on to it.
And that's probably what they're going to do here. If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Santos, the pass to Caruso. Offline with this three. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be.
Coming up next.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
And they continue to run and gun throughout the game, guys.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Gobert. Conley out there with Edwards. And it's McDaniel at the three, the small forward. Back to Curry. Pass to Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Williams. The three-pointer no good. And the Warriors making a change here. They swipe it. Here's Hart. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Poked away. Here's Conley. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
Warriors leading by 13. White drives in. Kudzinski. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Kudzinski. It's all in. By Edwards.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
For Minnesota, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
It's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
The Warriors making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Now, here's Valanciunas. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Timberwolves trailed by 11. Outside Conley. Conley off the pick from Valanciunas. And he goes up strong with one hand, flushes it down.
Strong off the offensive rebound.
What a play. They can cut this lead down if they start converting more of their second points.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, but you wonder, where were those earlier? They're just hustling more now.
Hits the bucket. And that's 21 points for Steph Curry.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
That's his first personal foul. 4-team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Edwards passes to McDaniel. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 12. Feeds to Curry. Outside White. Right side White. The pass to Hart. Back to White. Pocket 6. On the wing Daniels. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, he's trying to take the wind out of their sails here. I mean, they're on the wrong end of a bad run. They got to sort things out.
I think things were very close to spiraling out of control if he didn't burn one there.
Bradley's checked in for Golden State. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
Well, so far he hasn't been able to get to the line like he did in the first. The defense is playing him a little bit smarter, backing off of him a bit and defending without fouling.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Warriors leading by 14. White gets the screen from Daniels. Curry kicks to White. Daniels dishes to Curry. The feed to White. Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. And the shot is good.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Pass to Hart. He kicks to White. He dishes it to Daniels. Daniels gets a screen from Bradley. Here's Curry with the three. Rebounded by Randall.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Dishes it to White. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
So far in the game for White, he has 9 points. He's hitting field goals, three-pointers, using all that range he's got in his arsenal.
Well, he's wearing down this defense. I mean, they have to follow him everywhere, so he is really making them work.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by White. Edwards passes to Valanciunas, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Curry dishes to Bradley. Back to Curry. He feeds it to Bradley. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively. I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
First free throw is good. Different look here for the Warriors. Both free throws good from Edwards. And here's Golden State. They're on a 14-5 run. Daniels kicks to Curry. Here's Stafford. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
Shoots a three. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's not his shot at all. Way too far beyond his range.
Defensive foul. Shooting. At the line for two.
That free throw, no good. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Edwards. Good on the second free throw.
I'm sure he'd like that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving points at the line.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Stafford. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Sinks the three-pointer. And here's Daniels. Curry passes to Daniels. From deep three-point range, no good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all.
저를 덕분에 우린 하루 두 번의 아침 header burner 다 집어쳐 밤 we party 안녕히 와서 오랜만에 we mobbing 계획을 바꿀래 갑자기 Yeah, bottles popping 내 새로운 노래가 rocking on the speaker 사진 찍고 싶어 Yeah, just take a picture Yeah, 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 yeah Feeling all this liquor Drinking all this liquor Yeah, 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 yeah
Magyar. 3, 2, 1, brawl! one wins. Magyar. Three, two, one, brawl! Magyar. 3, 2, 1, brawl! One wins. Magyar. 3, 2, 1, brawl! Good game. Player 2 wins. online.
Known for these clutches in the 2v1, but kinda gets it there. The recovery almost takes it off the top, but not quite enough. Balloon Boy with one more chance at life.
Yeah, one stomp is all it takes. Tries to go for the Hail Mary. The Fogo's gonna put him in a bad spot. Has his dodge back and gets caught by the active print, and that's gonna be kinda. And Laura's proving wise. They're going to be back-to-back mid-season CEO doubles champions.
Online. Magyar. Three, two, one, brawl! Player 2 wins. Magyar. 3, 2, 1, brawl! One wins. Magyar. Three, two, one, brawl! Player 2 wins. Magyar. 3, 2, 1, brawl! Online. Magyar. Online. 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 Magyar. Three, two, one, brawl! Rematch. Boogie. Three, two, one, brawl! Magyar. 3, 2, 1, brawl! Player 1 wins.